2021. I launched the first episode on 420.
Been in the game 7-8 months, man. Big backstreet shit, man. Cause I just want to know, cause your ass really been working, man. But we gonna go into all that, man. But let everybody know who you is, where you from, and what you got coming, if you don't mind.
All right. Well, it's your girl Paislee Haze here with Doobiestodollas. Let's see. I'm a cam girl, content creator, podcast host. I mean, I do a little bit of everything.
You do a little bit of everything, man. But we gotta talk about the name, man. When I first seen it a while back through the home with Taz.
Oh yeah, shout out to Taz.
He had came through your platform early on, and he was like, Doobiestodollas. I'm like, Doobies, how the fuck did you get that name, and how did you intertwine that with money?
Okay, so since I was in the sex world, I wanted something like not so sexual and to just brand myself as something else as well. So I was like, okay, I'm Paislee Haze. Everybody knows me because I'm always smoking, you know, got the thick ass. And like, okay, doobies. Doobies is like, to me, you have your joint or your blunt and then you save it down to this last little bit. You know, you save up your doobies. So it's like a little one. And then you go from like having this little, oh, I'm only smoking doobies, or I'm, you know, down to this, barely getting by, to when you get to the dollars. So that's kind of how I came up with that.
You came up with that your own team, nobody else with you? You started by yourself?
So I started it by myself.
Okay.
We went through that whole process, and then because of just personal issues and stuff, they decided to go do their own thing.
Okay.
So I've been running it.
They're doing the same thing you're doing as far as the camera?
No, they have different things. Okay. Like one's a photographer. One had to focus on his photography. The other one went to go focus on doing her music. And the other one was, you know, suffering from like depression and stuff, so she just needed some time away.
I feel that. How did you?
And then my sister just
your sister.
Yeah.
I feel it. How did you like maintain all that and keep going? Because like I say, we in November, damn near December, and you still rocking and rolling.
Well, you know, they left around July, I would say. Late July. So pretty much since August, I've been doing it myself. But luckily, we had built up all this content. Right, so at that point it was just about distributing it. We had interviewed over 100 people, like just in that short amount of time. So during the time that I didn't have them, I just kept making connections. I came back to Passions, where we're at right now.
Shout out Passions Cabaret.
Shout out Passions Cabaret and Spider. We love you guys. But I just started doing different things, and with the support that I have and being able to network and shit, I've just been a one-man show when it comes to Doobiestodollas.
Man, how hard is it to tell the streets? Cause I know we have like our DMs and we support each other and try to get each other, lift each other up. But how hard is it as you being a woman in this industry? Not only just doing the interviews and shit, but you do the cam girls and shit. We gonna go more into that. But how hard is it for you?
Okay, so first and foremost, we gotta shout out Backstreets with Co.
Appreciate it.
And then there's a few other, and especially supporting women, because women don't like to support women. That's the problem these days. And I feel like if more of us just came together, you know, we can really build. We can grow together. Look at all the people that there are to interview. Like if there was just one person doing it, would it all get done?
Nope.
No, but we kind of, even though we're our own individual companies, we kind of have this network of building a team, supporting Houston, supporting all the artists in Houston and all the business owners, you know? So
I feel that. My bad. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you good. And just being a woman in this industry, honestly, being a woman in podcasting is not really an issue. Like I haven't
ran across anything. I feel that, man. You gotta get the streets some background, man, a little bit. I know you H-Town bound, baby.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit where you come from, man. What it was like for you growing up in Houston.
Well, in Houston, I've been here, born and raised all my life. We moved around a whole lot, so it wasn't just like one side of town that I was on. So I've been...
Boy, man. Yeah. So you'd have been all over Houston, man. You'd have seen like musicians, artists, rappers, man. What's the one mistake you see a lot of artists make in this rap game?
Taking YouTube beats. And
okay. I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing that's not talked about a lot. Just like taking YouTube beats and not contacting the actual producer to own it. So it's like when you put it on your platforms, how are you gonna make money off of it? Say your song is a hit, it blows the fuck up. Like, what goes on? after that, because you're not going to be able to monetize unless you get in touch with the producer. But then what if they don't want to sell you the beat, or what if it's already elsewhere? So in my opinion, for artists, that would probably be the number one thing that I see going on.
I feel it. What has been the favorite, I guess your favorite person, artist, stripper, sex worker to interview? Do you have a favorite interview? Or you don't want to be biased on camera?
I don't want to be biased, but I'll tell you some of the good moments. For starters, I would say when Urban Flower let us do episodes there, and we had Taz,
shout out Urban Flower,
and Braylon on. Did like a cool ass smoke session. Young Martez for sure, because he's the first like blue check that showed me love, that came to my podcast, that wasn't acting bougie and saying, oh, I'm charging for this. Like, he really gave me love. So for sure him. It was really dope when DJ Chose and Center for Vegas let us be at behind the scenes to look back at it.
You been working this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
So have you been starstruck in it?
Moon Magic, I fuck with them super heavy. Love that spiritual shop. Love everyone that's participating in that. KC's always showing me love. Dang, they gonna be mad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jayla Dixon, BBW, Mocha J, they've given me the most views, so I gotta shout out my girls. Love them.
Our cameraman, but explain that shit to you.
We talked about a lot off camera.
A lot of shit, man.
More of the sex world?
Yeah, more of the sex working, the cam girls making these, waving to these niggas and all kind of shit.
3 years ago this month. So I've been doing that. For those of people who don't know what camming is, I like to describe this whole umbrella, like this whole sex work industry as an umbrella, right? So you know, you got your strippers, you got your escorts, you got cam girls, phone sex operators, all that. So a cam model is someone who broadcasts live on a platform, and then guys or girls or whoever's able to come into their chat room and they tip them in tokens, and that's how they make their money. Armpits. They might tip me to squirt. They might tip me
armpits.
Yo, yeah.
Just to raise your armpit up.
Yeah, and look at it.
Oh, what else, man?
They'll tip me to squirt. They'll tip me to, you know, twerk, oil boobs, all kinds of shit.
All kind of shit. Mm-hmm. What can you say the wildest thing you think a customer has probably asked you to do that you was like, what the fuck?
It depends how vulgar you want me to get.
I mean, if whatever you willing to ship, man. Backstreets, you know, we raw and uncut.
I guess pay you however much you charge for a certain amount of time to watch you on Skype. So a lot of the times they're jerking off and, you know, you're playing with yourself or squirting or whatever the case is. But this particular guy wanted to grab a wine glass, and he peed in his wine glass and then he drank it, and he did that 4 times. He paid me $356 the first time to just sit on there and watch him do that. You get the guys. I have a big cuck and sissy fan base.
Meaning?
Guys with like little bitty penises, micro penises, that want you to like talk about their dicks and shit. Or like maybe they eat their own cum and stuff like that.
The fuck? they wild, y'all wild like that.
They wild like that. I'm getting the money and shit.
Damn. So you say a nigga pissed in the.
And then there's cash cows and pay pigs, and those are the guys that just want you to drain their wallet. So you just sit there with them, and every so often you tell them to send you more money. Like, oh, okay, one guy, I made him sit there until he had sent me $200, and he was just sitting Indian style on punishment on the screen, and then he would just cash out me.
Grown ass men.
Yeah. Oh, I had a guy brand himself for me. They tie their balls up and like pull them really tight, and like punch their balls. They'll put a baseball in the sock.
Crazy, man. This is what the
I didn't know what you wanted me to say. I just panty sales. So I teach people how to sell their drawers, their used items, their boxers, their pants, whatever.
What you mean you teach them how to sell them?
I teach people how to sell their used underwear, their dirty socks, their stinky sneakers.
People are buying.
Yes.
Streets with cold shit, man. Doobiestodollas in the motherfucking building, man. We live at. Shit. How do you, I guess, maintain your mental with all that shit? Because people ask you to do the weirdest and want you to see the weirdest shit. Fuck do. Want you to see.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you maintain like a mental state in like a regular world?
You gotta be strong-minded. You gotta have thick skin, because if someone wants me to sit there and oink like a pig and call me a fat cow and stuff, but then I keep in mind like, shit, you paying for this, so we get to snort it out. You want me to wave my boobs around like they some cow udders? So when I think about stuff like that, they're paying me good money for this. So why would I go back and work a job?
Right.
When I could just sit at home and do this and have fun. So when I think about everything that I have to do, sometimes I'm like, okay, bitch, you better get on your grind. You better stick to your schedule, because I make my own schedule, set a routine and stick with it so you can make the money so that you don't have to go back and work, because I'd rather do this.
I feel that. What's the downside?
The downside is when I get the guys, when you really get into these people's brains and learn some of the things that they're into, that is just, one, not legal, and just sick. It's kind of hard. And like, you know, in the sex world, it's all these daddy videos, and when you go to Pornhub, you see all these people, daddy and daughters, and they want you to do these role plays and stuff with them to pretend like you're their aunt or you're their mom or whatever, and so it's kind of sick.
Yeah, that's
so
sick
you
as
just
fuck.
have to be like, okay, we can role play something else. Let's switch this up to doctor, nurse, or something.
Damn, bro. Where do you see your whole brand in the next 3 years?
Well, with Doobiestodollas, I'm really, really hoping that it takes off. Just getting more people on the podcast, just building that, growing that. As far as Paislee Haze, winning the award actually next year, hopefully.
Let them know.
Okay, so I was nominated for the XBiz Awards, which, for people that don't know, in the music world, you got like the BET Awards, the Grammys, the VMAs. In the sex world, you got the AVNs, the XBiz, Why Not, Cam Awards. You have all this stuff. So I would say the XBiz is kind of equal to like what the Grammys is, but of this industry, and for content creators and cam girls. And I was nominated this year. I didn't win, but I'm hoping to just push harder for next year and go for it. Best cam model.
That's a big fucking, still big to be nominated and shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Doobiestodollas, man. So you wanna win it next year? Are you planning on like going on the road, or you can keep it in Houston based?
I want to go on the road to be able to network with other content creators. So there's a couple people, and eventually you will, and I'm a firm believer of that.
Being consistent. What's some advice that you can drop to these upcoming girls that want to get into sex work and cam girling and all that good shit?
Know what you're getting into. Don't do something you don't want to do. Like, for instance, I don't do anal. They'll be like, I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that. And I'm just like, no, I don't do that.
What you mean by do anal? Sorry.
Like anal?
We don't backstreet. Oh, they be wanting you to do
like anal with my dildo.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is deep.
Yeah, you gonna get some views on this one.
This is deep.
I don't do that. So I would say, like, if it's something you're not, you know, if you don't want, whatever you put on the internet is going to be on there forever. So think about that.
Would you stop if, like, I guess a close relative or like a mom or anybody found out?
Hell no.
Okay. Some shout outs, man, before we get out of here.
Shout out Backstreets with Code, because we pretty much been following each other since I've started Doobiestodollas, and that's really cool. How we're able just to share each other without asking, liking, and commenting. That's like a really big thing. All the spiritual people, all the artists, keep spending your money with me. And then myself. So it's Paislee's Playhouse or Paislee Haze XOXO on Instagram. Follow me on my OnlyFans at Paislee Haze or Paislee H, depending on if you want to pay or you want the free one. Tap the link in all my bios. Doobiestodollas on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Shit, I'm not. Okay. If you're not consistent, you're not gonna make no money. I would tell people who think they could just get into OnlyFans, like, you can't just get into it and start and expecting people to find you, because there's no network. It's not like Facebook or Instagram where you can search people. So if you don't know where you're going, you're not making money. So you definitely need to find a way to build your fan base.